Yeah, that's it. You're going to post in the chat, are you, in the stream beer?
How many people are logged in at the moment?
I don't know, with the stream not running, I think it doesn't show the numbers.
Right, well,
Okay, have you sent, what have you done
I
to...
posted it as Luan onto the chat.
I
You got that?
didn't see it come across.
Oh.
No, because it comes in as this. Hang on, let me do a refresh. Sure. Refresh, I'm doing refresh.
Stream doesn't broadcast just on the Zoom.
Yeah.
That would be easier, but I suppose.
Emailed it, yeah?
I posted it as well.
Okay, I'm on. Okay. I need this link to come through because it's showing that the stream is stopped. It's no longer trying
Can
to.
you re-sign Zoom there?
I can't. Did you email it?
Yeah, but the chat is disabled for the stream because the stream's stopped.
Shoot.
Have you got a computer here with your customers' orders on it?
On my thing.
Yeah. Because I think you can't comment to the chat anymore.
Already?
Yeah, because chat is disabled for this live stream because the stream's technically finished.
So wait, because I haven't created.
We've got a stream. Not on the first. You got the email with it?
No, it's not come through yet. You send it to my Yahoo, yeah?
The broadcast there. Okay. We've got a stream. Okay, so I'll tell you it.
Yes. Go.
So youtube.be.
YouTube.be.
So YouTube with the .be.
YouTube.be.
And capital NI.
/ capital NI.
Yeah, sorry.
Capital NI.
Capital I. Lowercase t underscore.
Yes.
And then all capitals. MYFAW.
Yep.
NQ.
N for November.
That's it.
So I've got YouTube.
Yeah.
/ capital N capital I, small t, underscore MYFA W, N for November, Q.
Put that in the browser and see if it actually works.
Oh, maybe I should. Yep, I can see us.
So, have you
Oh.
got access to your email addresses of the people
Yeah.
that got tickets? I think that's what we used to do.
Okay.
I mean, you know, if we peaked and enjoy the last beer in the comfort of their.
No, people are actually able to see my comments. So, okay, so we've got we've got me, and I'm guessing it's one of you on there.
So the accounts, the broadcast.
Okay. So what do you want to email to them?
The link that I've just put out to
Okay,
share.
hang on, let me post that in WhatsApp.
Okay.
WhatsApp web is awesome. Yeah, HTTPS. Okay, so it makes it easier.
That's it. Yeah, okay. Back in the room. Yeah. Back in the room. Right, we've just got to let all our loyal customers know.
So we've got some people coming in, I think. Oh,
Do we?
So can you share that with Ryan through email? Have you?
Yeah.
Can you call up your list quite quickly, Ryan, or is it a bit of a job?
Bit of a job to send them the emails, but try my best. Is this the second one you sent through the
yeah, the
messenger?
one start
WhatsApp.
In WhatsApp, they both will do it, but the bottom one just has HTTPS in front, which is the full.
One, let me copy it. I hate it. Copy.
I mean, it's a very good toilet break. Just need more than 3 people to find it. So can you not comment in the old one then?
I did before it stopped me. I put the link in before it stopped me from commenting.
Because I've done it twice and it hasn't gone through, so I think it was not. It was letting you look like you can do it, but not actually doing it.
Oh,
That's my guess.
this one did go in, and
Oh, okay.
I had interaction with Neil.
Oh, okay. Let's hope.
Okay, 1 cent.
Yeah, just chuck the link out there. I wouldn't bother typing a message. Or anything.
No, just something the link.
Going too smoothly.
That was frustrating.
I can post it on my social media.
Yeah.
Stupid.
People want them to look there, maybe. I think.
That's what they're asking now.
Oh, okay.
Very good. Is this on-
Why didn't I think of that?
We have 300 viewers. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I know. That's where it goes mental. When streams go wrong.
Oh, I'll take it all back, Joe Wicks.
Yeah.
We've still got 3, which I think is you, me, and me.
Yep.
4. Someone's made it.
Well, you've got 4. Oh, we've got 4.
Well, I've sent one on by email, and
Yeah.
I've just posted now on social media.
Good.
Okay.
I messaged Adele. DM'd her, so.
Just shout the link out.
I just put new link.
Yeah. Cool. Carl's back. Yeah, I bet we were more worried. Computer said no.
Computer says no. Definitely no.
You've got 1, Carl. Welcome.
Oh, 6, yeah, but they're
3 likes.
And so they come.
slinking back in.
All right. All right.
Yeah, sorry everybody. Computers,
You know.
don't know. That's what they do, isn't it? They just their own thing. Yeah.
Good if the resolution changed on this on the
Is it really
stream.
low?
It is quite low.
The connection's reasonably fast, but
Are you getting reasonable resolution
Oh.
there?
it looks fine on my little screen.
Right. Maybe it's because I'm through my mobile, so it's just
Yeah, might be.
not that great.
We're getting a bit.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Adele.
The problem was we did a tech dry run. It wasn't dry run, but we did test it,
Yes.
and it all went really well. This is
Yeah,
not what we
no-
want.
no issues
it
there.
needed to break on Wednesday,
Yeah.
and then we'd know how
Yeah.
to fix it.
We needed to get. We probably should have done a sort of load test or something like that. Seen how many people we could have got on.
Anyway, hope everyone used the toilet and enjoyed their moment of
Yeah.
quiet contemplation.
Well, we're gonna wait for a couple of minutes here and before we get on to
Hopefully,
the
yeah.
final beer.
Yeah, get everybody in.
Yeah, hopefully some
Back.
people are waiting with bated breath for the
To find out how to drink the next beer.
exactly, which is one of the most interesting ones. I have to say.
Just give your mic a scratch to making sure they're all working. Cool. Luann, can you give your mic a scratch just to make sure it's
1 2 1 2.
Yeah, that's
Beer
fine.
and cheese.
beer and cheese? Testing. Oh, back down to 6 again. Oh, they're peeling off again.
Yeah. Somebody's come in and gone, no,
No, this was not for me.
No, I've had enough. Go home.
What have I not finished? I didn't finish that. Oh, look at that.
What? Still got some Lervig. Oh my goodness.
He hasn't finished Lervig. Oh no.
It's fine. That's not a problem.
Yeah, but somewhere in Norway, a brewer's gone.
Well, the reason because I stuck it on a little pedestal. That's where it goes wrong.
Yeah. That's it.
I see. The balance things as well. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you needed the weight. You needed to
Yeah,
weigh.
yeah,
That's
totally.
your
It would have
excuse.
blown
We'll
off,
give you that
Couldn't have-
excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's quite warm now.
Okay.
So obviously, apart from having a tighter, a better handle on streaming, definitely if you have stuck with us throughout this so far, it would be lovely to receive your feedback. Maybe what you liked, maybe what you didn't like, and also what you think might improve it in the future. Suggestions of beers would be welcome. Suggestions of cheese, and Carl's cracked open the next beer. Carl's gone rogue.
Well,
Carl's gone
Don't
rogue.
tell everyone, Carl. Yeah.
You got to hold off on this one, mate. You,
It's fine. No, you've done well.
you can't go down the peanut stout route without us.
To cover your back. Yeah.
Well, I have
So
to say, yeah,
I think like for us, so we've tried to theme them each time we've done a beer evening,
yeah,
and actually for this one, it's just let's just get up and running again. So they're kind of all in the craft style, but there's so much within that. So we did one craft. We've done Belgian beer, craft beer, local, something else I can't remember now, and then this is back to craft. But within craft, there's probably about 6 or 7 different avenues we could explore.
Yeah.
I'm losing the ability to speak now. Explore.
definitely watch this space. Well, watch one of these spaces.
Yeah.
All right, Carl. I think we got to join you, mate. What do you reckon? Shall we crack the
I
next
mean,
ones?
If people are
I
still
don't know
struggling
why
to get in, I
some
think they'll work
issues
out.
with my phone as well now. Not sending the link into.
Darn it.
Can you update the Bitly link?
I can't. I can only issue a
Oh,
new one.
okay.
Yeah, it's really annoying. It's a one use only kind of thing.
Okay.
Because I can't connect myself for some reason.
Here you go.
Do you want to join my Wi-Fi?
Yeah, here you go. Do you want to put that on?
Because I better not say it on.
We all know it's Fifi Trixie Bell. All right, we've got
Oh, no,
Gareth
you
on
are
as
on
well.
my Wi-Fi already.
Am I?
But
So-
maybe drop it. I don't know if it's on.
Yeah. So Gareth, thanks for joining us. We're giving it a couple more minutes while we watch Luan work out how to use his phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're going to blame Luan for the entire tech.
I know.
This is it,
yeah,
yeah.
I'll
Having
take
thanked
all
us.
the blame. Yes.
Having thanked us for the tech and us taking gracious bows, I think we can't really throw it back at him, can we?
Mm.
Yes, please, Gareth, do it. That would be really awesome while we're trying here.
Can he share it?
Yeah, Gareth's saying
Oh,
he can
thank you.
post it on the Facebook page.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there might be a lot of confused and disappointed people, but they can drop in and see what we're doing and then realise.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, don't know what they realise, but
Well, these are recorded as well, so they can join along later.
yeah, that's true.
Can come into Shum, buy the beers,
Yeah.
watch the stream again.
Absolutely,
it's the gift that
There's
keeps on
plenty
giving.
of cheese as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Now you've got the glass.
yeah.
it's,
All
that's
you
what
need
it's
is
all about.
beer and cheese.
Or cheese and beer.
Yeah.
We just need like a bat signal on the clouds.
Well, I was wondering if
That'd be
anybody
really
knew
good.
semaphore or
Yeah.
right. Dead air is not good air. Let's get these beers open.
Let's do it.
Come on.
Don't know why it's not working on my phone. The link.
That's really weird. Right. This is it. So in the past, we've looked to go out on a high, and this is I don't think this is going to disappoint. Gareth, thanks very much, mate. Really appreciate that. Cheers to everybody who's joined us and persevered. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
We are now on the final beer.
Yeah.
We are on what is one of the. It's certainly from a brewery until Wednesday night. I knew absolutely nothing about. I'd never encountered Hamilton. So I guess let's take it away.
So this brewery, again, they're going back to London again. They're based in London. The original brewery, it began brewing in London in 1868. But obviously, it did stop. It closed down in 1950s.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the old brewery, and it was later demolished. So, but in 2014, a member of the Hamilton family decided to bring back the family heritage, I suppose, and start brewing again, and it brought the brewery back to Islington in London, and started producing some really interesting beers, and brought a bit of a traditional brewing techniques, and the team that had really passion for brewing beers, and they are very creative, and the some of the flavors that come up with it's just amazing. You know, they really small brewery, and what they allows them being small brewery, changing every time whatever they brew, and experimenting with new brews and stuff like that. So they very, very good brewery. They're again in London, and we have chosen one of their, I'd say, probably trademarks on their beers, because they're very, very well known from that beer.
Signature beer.
Yeah, so it's somebody that knows Hamilton probably knows because of the crunch, and because that's something that they created. It's quite unique taste, and they really well known for that beer. But again, they're very small, so not everyone has heard of them.
Yeah.
And I think it's quite nice to bring this smaller breweries and introduce them to what they're all about. Unfortunately, this one contains nuts, so again, just a reminder before you start drinking this, that obviously it's got, if you've got nut
Carl,
allergies.
you're okay. That's going to be okay. Yeah.
So we tried them when we delivered the beers, asked everybody that they were okay with it. And this one is a really, really good beer. We paired that with probably one of the Ben's favorite cheeses.
It's basically it's the best cheese.
Yeah, so with the best cheese out there, which is Colston Bass's Stilton. It's just super creamy, really melt in the mouth, and it's a perfect combination, I think. So I'll pass the rest to Shay to explore a bit
more. Are you going to give us
more.
permission to open the can? I think this is
I think go for it. This is an absolute gem of a beer. As I said, I never knew about Hamilton Brewery until Wednesday, and I was doing a bit of research and found out that they'd been a family brewery since 1868, as you said, and it's a it's a Phoenix brewery. What a brilliant thing, and I just love the idea of that. And I'll be honest with you, milk stouts, not really my style of beer. I find them really quite they're not one I go to. And when we tried this on Wednesday, I was surprised. I was knocked off my chair. So let's give it a bit of a pour here. Obviously, being a stout, we're looking for that beautiful dark roasty color with the creamy head there. I've poured it quite enthusiastically, so I've got quite a lot of foam on there. Get a bit of flyby on the nose.
I'm doing the same. Really big froth.
You get loads of that caramel, and then you get the peanuts as well. Just that lovely sort of really sweet. I'd almost call it an American style peanut taste, or bit of peanut caramel. Give it a little bit of a shake around, and you're starting to get some of the malts through.
Snickers in a glass, says it out.
All right, let's knock some of this back. And that is just something else. You got all the peanut on the nose there, and then you taste it, and you get that smoky taste of the stout. You get a little bit of that lactose coming through, and then what you get is that amazing peanut taste. It's like what do you call them? That when you get them, the nuts, the monkey nuts, isn't it? Like when they're still in their their shell, and you break the shell open.
Yeah,
that aftertaste is really of that shell.
Absolutely.
You know, all the rose color covering of the peanuts. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, so a stout is basically what is it gets burnt to give that dark
It's
colour?
the malts. The malts get
Yeah.
roasted. They
Okay,
get malt is really quite responsible for the color of the beer. Can be quite responsible for the color of the beer you get. So maltsters will when they take the malt, they first sort of humidify it. So they actually make the malt start to grow, and then they dry it out and roast it. And depending on how long they leave it, it gets darker and darker and darker. I think I saw recently, and this is a sort of big shout out to the craft beer channel, because they've got an entire episode on malts there, and it was really interesting. I watched it a couple of weeks ago, and it was really, really cool. Just sort of going to one of the maltsters and getting the full lowdown on all the malts.
But yeah, that kind of burnt whatever taste, or the bitterness from that against the peanuts.
It's incredible.
It's really fun. It's almost like a chocolatey coffee experience. I don't think any of those ingredients are in there, are they? But
no, they won't. But yeah, the way the malts or sugars interact gives that chocolatey taste because of the roasted malt. I really I was interested with Carl saying that you could you swap out the Stilton with the other cheeses and mix well with those, and you're absolutely right. So when we were trying on Wednesday, it was, I think this is one of the more interesting beers because it did pair with most of the cheeses really, really well. We wanted to go with the Stilton, I think, because of that strong flavor, and you're sort of mixing that creaminess with the sharpness of the stout, and then bringing in that saltiness of the Stilton to complement the peanuts. So that's why I think we went with that in the end. But I think I think, Neil, I agree with you. It does pair quite well. I'm really quite a fan. If you get one of the things I was interested in with the Colston Bassett is if you get some of the stuff without the veins in it, it gives you actually a different flavor profile to the stuff with the veins. So you've almost got a double whammy there. Yeah, Gareth, I see. I get you on this one. And of course, you got the charcoal biscuits if you want to really take it up a notch here, because these charcoal biscuits are something that have really grown on me over the time that Shim's been running, is eating the cheeses with the charcoal biscuits is really really interesting, and that sort of just brings it round as well. Oh no, Carl, you got to chuck out that mate who doesn't like the Red Leicester. Oh, it looks like you're going to need to get more of these in. These crunches, they're going down well, I reckon. I think one of the things I like about this stout in particular, milk stouts can quite often be really heavy when a lot of brewers go really heavily into the lactose, and they chuck that in and to try and get that sort of creaminess, that sweet vanilla taste, and I find that a bit sickly, and it's one of the reasons I stay away from milk stouts, because you can never sort of trust what the flavor is that you're going to get. And I think what they've done with this, what Hamilton have done with this, is really balance it well. So the milk stout, the lactose, and then the peanut taste is really well balanced.
Yeah, I mean, balance isn't the first word I'd think of as I sipped it, because it's completely out there. The taste is like, I mean, what on earth am I drinking? But actually, as you say, like the flavors, you've got the stout, and you've got the peanuts, and you've got this kind of like coffee experience going on, and it's really drinkable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's really what I mean with balance. I think when I'm tasting a beer, I'm looking for sort of on the nose, sort of, that's why I swirl it around and give it a good sniff. You're looking for that. But then what you're looking for once you taste it, I'm looking for sort of a top note, a medium note, and then a base note, which is generally the sort of what happens after you've swallowed it. So it's what happens on your tongue when you first try it. Then what happens around your mouth when you've swirled it around. Then what happens afterwards when you're after you swallowed it. And this gives you those distinct notes, that flavor profile. You can almost, if you're looking at the strata of like the stone on is it the Dorset Coast or something like that, and you can see all the years. You can almost see that
Coast of beers.
Jurassic Coast. You can see all of the different layers, and I think that's what I'm looking for in a balanced beer. Is if it says it's a peanut butter milk stout, that's what I'd like to taste. Don't give me something like that and then have it taste all mango and fruity.
Yeah.
I think if you like chocolate, if you like Bounty chocolate, if you like dark chocolate, this is just a liquid version.
Yeah. For me, it's like Hershey's, or maybe, and this sounds a bit bad, but like Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah.
It's not a glassy chocolate. I mean, they market it well.
Yeah.
But it's got that kind of nutty, chocolatey.
Yeah.
I don't know. And you mentioned Hershey's there. I mean, come on. Seriously?
And that's not very glassy. either.
Goodness me.
No.
There's a bit of a. I mean, Americans don't know how to do chocolate, do they?
But as a drink, it's really nice.
It's great
Was this
fun.
one we got coconut on the nose the other night, or was that?
Probably.
Because I was there's one that we got a bit of coconut in when we were
This is
mixing
right.
around. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's just started to rain.
you mentioned Bounty there, and I'm just trying to pick that up.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Anyone pick up coconut on this on
I'm
the nose?
picking up the rain as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's just a-
summer rain.
Put
Obviously.
the
Save the beer.
umbrella.
Don't worry about
Yeah,
the tech.
That's it. No, I get what you mean, Neil. So and that's what you'd expect from a milk stout as well. And this is perhaps one of the things that why I shy away from them is that that mouthfeel, and that's the phrase I think you're looking for. That mouthfeel is coated with the lactose in the mouth quite often with milk stouts, and this is lighter. So I guess possibly tending more to a porter in the mouthfeel, but it definitely is stout in the flavor profile. Yeah, I think Adele, when they call it a milkshake stout, that's when you get that's when you're looking for that kind of heavy, that heavier taste. And then, of course, if you had a milkshake imperial stout, I mean, could you imagine this as an imperial stout profile? Peanut butter, heavy on the lactose, heavy on the big bold flavor. That could be really mental. But yeah, Gareth, I agree. I think Ben hit the nail on the head there. It's definitely got that Ferrero Rocher to it, the peanut in the milk chocolate.
I still like Bounty though, so
Yeah. You know what? I debated bringing my umbrella tonight, and when I walked out the house,
Surely we won't need an
no,
umbrella.
it won't rain tonight. Surely not.
Well, I've got one or two. It feels like it's getting slowly heavier.
At the moment, this is fairly.
It's quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
I'm just looking around at what electronic things might not survive.
I'm going to turn my phone over here because it's got a nice little crack in it.
Huh.
The one thing I do want to try and show, I've got to show the cheese, the progress of the cheese down the cheese board, because that is truly melted. Hang on, here we go. It's the Baron Bigot as the
Yeah, it's on the run, isn't it?
on top. So if you want to see glacial, can I get this to focus in? glacial overflow there onto the knife, and it's just sort of oozing. That is a proper oozy cheese.
Well, it's now. I mean, it's not spitting anymore.
No,
It's raining. If we have to go quickly, then thanks everyone for joining us. We're basically gonna, we'll stick it out until we have to do something. But yeah.
I think we did have some bumps in I mean, it's a first time, so I really would like to apologize to anyone who can't join us on the second part.
Yeah.
And we will try and on the next one, if we need to do it this way, that we make sure it's all correct. But I think we come into the end now, because as it started pouring with rain.
Yeah.
And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was as much fun as we had here. And I really, really appreciate you purchasing these tickets, as it means a lot to me, and it helps me as a small business, and it helps the community center. It makes sure that it's still going to be there. It's going to be capable of doing things, the brilliant things it's been doing throughout the years. And without this, guys, I think it wouldn't have happened. So, it's all about working as a team. And I think I really would like to thank Shay for putting all of the effort and doing the research and really understanding how this all works together, and for Ben to providing all the technology and hosting and providing the garden for us, and we can all have that social distancing measures in place. So we're still providing this, bringing this to you, and we're not compromising what the guidelines are at the moment. So I would just like to say thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
and definitely thank you to you for joining us.
Thanks for joining in on the chat. It's been good.
It's lovely. I didn't know how this would work tonight with not being able to say, speak to you directly, but the interaction has been really important. I think. What are we going to? And actually, you know what, Neil? You've hit this on the head. I think when we do this in the future, we will live stream. If we're back in Love's Farmhouse and we've got everything going, we are going to live stream, and we'll have somebody hanging out on the stream, feeding us some of the questions and the comments as well. 100% that I can. I think that's something we've really got to try. I've had a blast. I've really had a blast doing this. It's gone. The technology issues aside, it's gone swimmingly well from my feelings. I've really, really enjoyed it, and thank you so much.
Who knows what everyone else is thinking, but we've had fun.
I mean,
we
people are writing thank you. They may be mistyping on their keyboards, but
we definitely had a great fun, and I think this is all about bringing the community together in terms of doing things that we all enjoy. So that through these things also helping charitable things that needs or help at these times, and also making sure that we are there. We communicate in whichever way that is, even through the live stream. We bring in something that we can enjoy and have a bit of fun as much as we can. So I think I personally have learned a lot from this. That I think it's probably a good idea so that this way we can record all of future events, even if they're held at the center and everything goes back to normal. We will still record them, because then if we want to go back and learn from it, we can see what we need to improve, what we can do better, and hopefully engage more people with it, and just share our passion for drink and food, and pairing all the food and drink together. And if you do have an idea of something that we should do next, please let us know. If you think that would be a good idea, we might think.
So here's the challenge. I mean, it's August, it's holiday time, holiday season. You're all going to go wherever you go. If you go somewhere in the UK or you manage to sneak abroad, not Spain, because you're never coming back from there, and you find a good cheese, mark it down, send it through. If you find an interesting beer, mark it down, send it through. Because or you have an idea about, again, you have an idea how to improve this, do it. By the way, hey Forbes, thanks for joining us, mate. I just saw a comment come up on you. Or Luxembourg, yeah, exactly. Although I'm not sure about the craft beer scene in Luxembourg, I have to say. I don't know. It'd be interesting to try and Luxembourger beer.
Pretty
again,
much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably a lot of Belgian.
Yeah, Belgian,
Yeah.
German influence.
Yes, definitely.
Stuff.
Yeah,
French.
French. Yeah. All.
Yeah. You get a Breton,
It's kind of
a
in the
Breton
middle.
lambic,
Yeah.
Dunkel.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Benelux. What is called Benelux?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
better, yeah,
So
that's,
that's
yeah.
Sort of.
That area.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Next time we're streaming from Luxembourg, we're going to be bringing it to the people. That may or may not be true.
Yeah, it could be a travelogue. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it?
It could be.
Turn
I
up in a
mean,
different
Yeah, feel
city.
free to sponsor me. I'll happily go
I
to
mean, the
Luxembourg.
next
and
stream,
introduce
it
beer.
could be us three, or maybe somebody else as well, in our Shum's new bandwagon on the Citroen a mobile bar thing. So,
On Eau Rouge in Spa.
Yeah.
Maybe we
Can you
go
explain
do the
more
bus
about
stop.
What this thing is then? Do tell.
so the next project for Shum. So, hopefully, I haven't gone too long with it. But the next project for Shum is building this mobile bar that can attend events, weddings, markets, all sorts of things, and bring in basically the cheese, the beer, and all of that, what I have passion for, to those events and things. So they're bringing it something a bit more different, something, mixing in a bit of the food and the drink, and making it mobile. So basically putting Shum on wheels. So the restored Citroen is going to be hopefully in next month or so available soon, and hopefully we'll start probably with St. Neots Market, Farmers Market, as soon as we can, and that will bring sort of new experience and sort of try and get some more people involved with all of this.
All right.
Absolutely. So from the council's point of view, like, we're really keen to make the farmers market an experience as well. You're not just going there to shop, you're going there just to hang out, but just to like meet people, do things. And I think having, like the Shum mobile bar there, it's more of an experience opportunity. You can have a little taste of something. And I think that's going to be a really great
Absolutely.
addition to the market.
That can bring like new local brewers come in there, so like meet the brewer, you can drink their beer from there, and all of that new experience, and make it a bit more sort of want to go to the farmers market, and so you might see something else you like in there, and just the experience. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's a market town, so we should really encourage more the people to enjoy the day out in the market, and especially with the market, farmers market, and that's, I think, quite important, to bring more people in town, even if they're not from St. Neots, to bring them from other places, and to build a good positive attitude and energy that St. Neots is all about good positive things, and that's what we want to see all the time.
Absolutely. Yeah, so Steve, sorry,
Sorry, buddy.
It's all gone a little bit wrong. Sorry, you've only just done it. You can rewind and pick up as we drink beer, whatever you prefer. But sorry, it went a bit wrong. Really apologise for that. I think for me, like the market, like St. Neots as a town, it's a market town. Our market square is the centre of our town, and there's an opportunity, to be frank, like the market is probably not what it was 50 years ago, but the space is still there. At the moment, it's a car park, but there's a lot of a lot of people are really keen to make that into a proper, re-establish it as a market square again, and to make it a part, the centre of our town again. And I think that'd be brilliant. There's lots of projects, and
one thing I probably would suggest is that on the farmers market day, for the town council to have a desk with information center, a mobile desk. I know it's not easy. Probably I'm just suggesting, and then that information center can have all the information, what businesses are in town, what events are happening. So anyone that comes in there or wants to make a complaint or wants to just submit anything to the council, it's a point of contact with the council.
Yeah.
And why not have it? Farmers Market Day, you have an information center provided by the town council. And you can kind of just be...
Yeah, sounds good.
Right. So I think we're pretty much there, aren't we? Claire, thank you. Yeah, we did celebrate. We did say cheers to St. Neot. I would cheers. If for some reason,
well, how's that bird?
Happy
I hate
St.
these
Neot
glasses.
Day.
They got a hole in them.
Oh well, he just already celebrated this. Happy St. Neot Day.
Celebrated too soon.
Oh, I've got a bit of this left as well.
Oh, I hate you right now. This is just so awful. Right, I'm gonna. We need fish. So fish and beer. Fish and beer.
Well, that's the legend of St. Neot, isn't it? Like the three fish.
Yeah, I mean, we could potentially get like 4 different types of fishes and 4 different types of beers.
Salmon, and salmon.
Yeah.
Yes, I like it.
Yeah, I mean,
all right.
I love fish. So
yeah, with a veggie option.
Yeah,
maybe
absolutely.
this is a challenge accepted, and we will take that on board. Seriously, thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Enjoy if you have beers left like Ben, enjoy them. If you have no beers left like me, go and find more and enjoy them.
And we're open. I mean, Shum is open tomorrow from 10 to 5. So
Sweet.
Do come and see me.
Do come by.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing. Like after these events, you normally get some. Can I have the second cheese, please?
Yes.
And like you don't worry about the
Usually
name.
it's like
figure it out.
whatever the second beer was or second cheese was on the menu. Could I have some of that? So you don't even have to remember the name of it. So just
Who wanted more Red Leicester? I think you need to go and get that overnight.
Yeah. Right. Well, on that note,
Carl. All right.
Nice one, folks.
Call it a night.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Logging
Cheers.
out.
Look down.
See you around.